Welcome to Triggered Wrestling. I'm Brian Garcia on this hot, fiery summer day of July 12th, 2023. Today's episode, me and Adrian are going to discuss Monday Night Raw. We're going to discuss the top 5 list of current entrance theme music. We're going to have some topics after that, so stay tuned for the entire show. Big news coming. Hit my music.
Triggered Wrestling is so awesome all the way around. That gets me triggered.
Ooh, okay, well, let's go with the bad trigger right now.
See, I'm a fan of all of it.
We'll force you to watch Trigger Wrestling.
What's up, Adrian? How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing absolutely great. I just finished watching an episode of Raw, and I have mixed reactions to it, good or bad. I also kept up with NXT. Haven't watched a single match yet. Pretty cool. Looking forward to all of our events that are coming up. I believe we have one coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to be attending Supreme Pro Wrestling This Is War, July 16th.
Yes.
At Soccer World Indoor Arena, 9756 Kent Street, Elk Grove, California. Big names going to be there.
Ooh, yes. And then the following week after that, Collectible Stampede. This is the third time they're going to have it? So, yeah, man, I can't wait, man, especially with the wrestlers that are going to be coming. Aaron Solo, Drago.
Hey. Put some respect on his name. It's not Drago. He recently went through a name change. He is now Dios del Inframundo.
Ooh.
Formerly known as Drago.
Did he go to CMLL or something?
No, he's just a free agent, and he's going to be a free agent here in Sacramento, California, at Taqueria Guadalajara, 6 West Court Street, Woodland, California. I don't know zip code, but yeah, we're going to be there. And so is Dios del Inframundo.
Damn, bro. Tell me why that just excited me a lot more. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I guess because, it's always good to see wrestlers come up with something new, especially when it comes to companies owning their name. Members like Drago, for example, and Sin Cara. They left characters back in Mexico and had to change their names. And even Penta, too. He's known as a Penta El Cero M, Penta Jr., Pentagon Dark. All over the world has different names. Why the fuck couldn't Ryback do that? You know what? I was upset last week about Ryback blocking us. Fuck that. Why couldn't Ryback go back to the indies, work his way the fuck up, and change his name? What? Oh, because I'm a big strong man, and Vince McMahon owns my name, so I cannot work without my name. Man, fuck out of here, bro.
I think he did work as the Silverback, but I don't really remember. He must have worked for a couple months as the Silverback.
Okay, now I understand why he needed his name back. But still, man, come up with something new, get your name out there, go show up at some events like this, get your fan base, get your stock up, and eventually you will get a call by the big guys. I'll leave it at that.
I don't think he's going to get a call anytime soon. But, I wish him the best of luck, and I don't want to talk shit about him. I hope he gets a job or whatever he's doing. What does the WWE say? We wish you best in your future endeavors.
I actually don't want to talk shit, but it's like, bro, you was cool in WWE. Why couldn't you keep that momentum to the indies? You probably would have never lost some fans. I don't know what's going on through that man's head, but I would have liked to see him work in the indies. I saw Cody Rhodes work the indies when he left WWE. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. Ryback's just strong, dude. I don't really understand if he had much of a gimmick other than feed me more, but I feel like that was owned by the WWE. But that's neither here nor there, I want to say.
Yeah, well, whatever.
So speaking of this name situation, obviously the Dios del Inframundo can't go by his former name anymore. And I'm okay with that. They own the gimmick of the name. What I don't like is that they're over here pulling a fake Diesel and fake Razor Ramon, bro, by putting somebody else under the Drago mask. I didn't like it when they did that with La Parca, when La Parca went to WCW. And then they brought back another La Parca. Like, that's the person that made that character special. You could tell me that this new La Parca was loved and people loved him. It wasn't the same thing. Neither is this Drago situation. Obviously, with Pentagon being Pentagon, he completely remade that entire character to something completely different. So I don't even know if there is going to be another Pentagon because this is completely different now.
Oh, actually, Pentagon did not debut as Pentagon. He actually had a different name. But when he wanted to wear the mask, the Pentagon mask, a lot of people had told him, hey, don't wear the mask. This is a cursed mask. I believe one person died in the ring wearing that Pentagon mask and got revived after that. But people were just telling him, hey, don't do it. It's a cursed mask. People have died. It's bad luck. What did Penta say? Fuck that. I'm wearing the mask. And he made it something cool. Now, nobody even knows who Octagon is. They do know who Octagon is from AAA, but Penta right now took the name to a whole new level.
He really did. Well, moving on. So let's get into Monday Night Raw, July 10th. The show starts off with Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley coming out. Rhea gets on the mic and tells Finn that whatever he has to say, they can talk about it in the back. They don't need to do it in front of everybody else, God damn it. And then they're interrupted by Seth Rollins, who fucking laughs in their face with a mouthful of chicken.
That was funny. That was funny from Rollins. This whole telenovela storyline, I wasn't even interested in the beginning. I'm not interested since they're going the telenovela route. We'll talk more about this because it plays on throughout the show. They're really trying to put Dark Order from Wish over, whether you like them or not.
Stop, bro. Don't try to put regular Dark Order over there. The other company too, bro. Stop. Pinche Adrian over here. If you're going to spread hate, spread it equally, my guy.
Oh yeah, when we talk about Dynamite, I'll talk about them. But coming back from break, Damian Priest tells Rhea, yeah, that went exactly as expected. And Rhea tells Damian to fix this. I mean, we obviously don't know what happens backstage, but something's going to get fixed later on the night.
Yeah, I mean, he said that he already spoke to Finn Balor and that he chose to act that way. But, you know, because it's Rhea Ripley, he's going to speak to him again. So we'll see where this goes. Then we get Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle versus Imperium, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. It's a pretty good standard tag match. Obviously, when Giovanni Vinci's in there, you know he's going to take the pin, and he does. And honestly, I feel like WWE's been listening to you, Adrian, because you said recently that this guy keeps losing, and he makes the Imperium look like a bunch of jobbers, a bunch of nobodies next to Gunther, who's the strongest of them all. So, yeah, dude, it looks like they're breaking up with Giovanni Vinci. They walk away from him.
I mean, I wouldn't put Ludwig Kaiser as a winner, too. I mean, the man also has a horrible winning record. But since he is the last member to show up in the main roster, he's gonna get kicked out of the faction, which I have no problem with. I mean, a lot of people online, on Twitter and social media were actually for this change. They actually want his gimmick back from NXT to return. So, Giovanni Vinci, if you leave the Imperium, you got your fan base. So, hopefully something works out with him, whether he's with Imperium or by himself. Because he has a fan base, so hopefully they keep that momentum going on with him.
Yeah, he's got a very unique look in the WWE, I would say. He reminds me a lot of Dean Malenko. Like, he's obviously not the biggest guy, but he just looks menacing in some weird way.
Yeah, to be honest, now that you mention it, he looks like a weird ass, hear me out, like a Lex Luthor. He's bald, obviously. He smiles all the time, and it's like that smile can be an evil smile, so don't trust that smile. Even if he's gonna turn heel, then bam. That's the gimmick right there, the false smile gimmick. I don't know. Make something out of it. To be honest, I would like to see that. The guy that you think he's your buddy.
You want him to be fucking Kingpin, bro? Like Lex Luthor?
I mean, that would have worked out. I mean, shit, Lex Luthor's feuding with Superman, bro. I mean, who's feuding with Superman?
Damn. All right, so there's that. Then we get another backstage segment of the Judgment Day. Pretty much it's Finn Balor and Damian Priest talking it out. Rhea Ripley being the moderator. They tell Damian Priest to go first. He says that I wanted you to win, Finn, and I would have never cashed in on you, brother. It's not his fault that things went the way they went, but that's how they went. And I got this Money in the Bank that's going to fix everything. Then they walk off, and then Finn Balor's just kind of like, you could tell he didn't like those words.
Yeah. What happened in this segment? I absolutely had no idea what was happening. You know, as you see, all 4 members of the Dark Order from Wish backstage. Finn Balor is doing all the talking. Then Rhea Ripley says, whoa. Stop interrupting each other. One at a time. You go first. I'm like, Damian Priest was insane shit. What are you talking about, girl? Did they hand you the wrong script or something?
She said, why y'all barking, bro? Stop barking at each other. Nobody's barking, bro. No mames.
Bro, literally, the only person that was talking was Balor, and Rhea apparently was like, whoa, stop talking over each other. Please, one at a time. I'm like, Rhea, nobody is talking. What drugs are you smoking, girl? Like, did the modern medicine from AEW get to the WWE locker room or something?
But anyways, this plays on so fucking long. Like, the next segment is they get a recap from the tribal chief, and then they see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn being interviewed, saying that they're on a good winning streak and they're ready for any challenge. And then they get interrupted by fucking Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio again, bro. This is like the 3rd time that they've been on a segment here, and it just continues on.
I mean, I have no problem trying to put people over, bro, but like, I mean, I may not be the biggest Judgment Day fan, but you have people sitting in catering doing absolutely nothing. I mean, I understand that episode of Raw when they had flight delays. You know, you need your people backstage to get subbed in when they need to. But they didn't even do that back then. So even when you're short on wrestlers, you still don't use the people in catering. And instead of having more people on the show, you have the same faction over and over and over and over. Dark Order may have their fans, but they are already over. Can we get more people over? Like, everybody can get over it. Attitude Era days.
I'm gonna expose the fuck out of you right now, bro.
Oh, okay.
So before they're Dark Order from Wish, and then now they're over with everybody? Explain yourself, sir.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of them. They have their fan base, so they're over with their fan base.
This fucking guy, they've got a good storyline going on, so...
They got something going on. I wouldn't say great. They're not over with me. They're over with their fans. But why can't WWE get everybody over? Why do they only have to get one faction or one individual over at a time?
Well, that entire faction's over currently. And I like it. I've got no complaints there, except that, I mean, the show at this point has been on for an hour and they've been on the TV 3 times.
Yeah, see, I mean, like, where's the OC? Where's LWO?
They're on SmackDown.
What are they doing over there? They're not doing nothing, absolutely nothing over there.
They were just on TV on the Tag Team Turmoil match.
Losing?
Oh, yeah. Yes, losing. Yes. And they're at Money at the Bank, bro. No mames.
Instead of Rhea and Dom interrupting, why couldn't the LWO interrupt? Hey, Chico, we Latinos, man. Give us a title shot. I mean, they mentioned the Viking Raiders, Street Profits, Alpha Academy.
Time out, bro. Why did you make a fucking Chilango-ass voice when you already have one, bro? No mames. You changed your accent, bro, but you sound the same. I don't understand.
Anyway, but, I mean, they have plenty of tag teams. Even Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens mentioned Street Profits, LWO, Viking Raiders, and Alpha Academy. That's all I'm asking. Get more teams on TV, but apparently... the only people get lost in the shuffle in AEW. That's my 2 cents.
This essentially leads to Dominic Mysterio making his entrance because earlier on in the show, he got a match with Seth Rollins later today, which is now back from commercial break from his entrance. Speaking of the tag teams that you were talking about, we get Jinder Mahal and Indus Sher having I would say, a really good promo package vignette made for them, saying that they're coming to Raw, but they've been to Raw like 4 times already. I didn't understand that because they already fought a couple jobbers.
Yeah, they fought jobbers, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, I think once, and the other time they beat them up. And then I think before that they fought, I think, some local jobbers, if I'm not mistaken. They've had a few, I would say 3 or 4 good matches. No, I wouldn't say good, but they had 3 or 4 matches on Raw already. And I mean, we've heard stories of Vince McMahon meddling with scripts. I mean, is nobody going to tell the man that, hey, Indus Sher's already on Raw, bro?
They got drafted.
Yeah, they already debuted. Like, even last year, Veer Mahan was coming for 6 months. He came for 3 weeks, left, and now he's coming again? Like, is he walking or something? Like, I don't know, man. Somebody needs to tell Vince, like, hey, man, like, the story's already there. We don't have to recycle it or redo it.
Fucking lame, bro. Fucking lame. It don't make sense. Make it make sense. So, timeout. Wasn't Dominic Mysterio coming out for a match?
Yes, he was. And then they showed the little vignette. And then Rollins came out after.
Oh, you're right. My notes kind of got skipped here. Okay. Rollins gets jumped by the Judgment Day. Then that leads to the save of Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens sets up a 6-man tag at the end of the show for a main event. And then that brings us to Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark. Oh, wait. No. Miss Skip, see, my notes are all fucked up. I apologize.
After that match got announced for the main event, I'm like, this is giving me Teddy Long vibes right here. You know what, player? You go one-on-one with The Undertaker. And he also liked to make a lot of tag team matches. You know that too, right? Teddy Long?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he used to like make a lot of tag team matches. That's why I fucked with WWE hardcorely back in the day, because Teddy Long knew how to book.
Nothing but puros pinches tag team matches and Mick Foley's, bro. Yeah. Oh, not Mick Foley's. Undertaker. What am I tripping? Anyways, coming back up. Sorry for that interruption. So, we get Logan Paul and Ricochet having a stare-down promo battle here. It ends up with Ricochet doing the NXT spot, which he jumps out of the ring and does like superhero landing kind of thing in front of Logan Paul.
Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Put a post on our Facebook and Twitter. Prince Puma is the guy. He's cool. He's going to be something in the business, but please don't hand him a mic. It's the same thing that Zoe... Do you not own a DM mirror? Pretty much the same thing happened here when he puffed up his chest and like try to speak from the heart. Just let the man wrestle, man. I like Puma. I like Ricochet. Let him wrestle. Let him cook. Let him cook Logan Paul.
So you think he's going to cook him or not?
I think so. To be honest, yes, because they need to give Prince Puma a push. I know last time they gave him the IC title and he did absolutely nothing with it, but he needs a push. He needs a run. It doesn't even have to be a championship run. Just a cool little winning streak run. Ricochet has the resume to back it up. Has held championships all over the world. New Japan, NXT, Lucha Underground. I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy. Literally.
Yeah, this better lead to something. Like, they better have a fucking good-ass match. And I hope it's a regular match and not like a hardcore ladder match or something like that. It's got to be just them versus each other one-on-one.
Most importantly, it's going to be my type of matches. But what did Braun Strowman would say? The flippity-flop wrestlers.
Oh, my God. The flip-floppy wrestlers.
I wonder how he's doing. I wonder if he's fuming right now, especially after seeing his former tag team partner doing that in front of Logan Paul.
All I know is that this better lead to Ricochet getting a title run at some point, just like it is with Damon Priest.
Yeah.
Fight the celebrities, lose the celebrities, and then you get a title shot.
The good old copy and paste. But it ain't the same, though. It ain't the same, man. It's not the same because I like Prince Puma and I don't like Damien Priest. That's why it's not the same.
It's the same shit, bro.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same, bro.
Anyways.
It's a exposed tactic exclusive.
Damn. Well, moving on here. I know you want to talk about this match quite a bit. It's Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark. I just want to say that Zoe Stark wins with the most dangerous move in all of sports entertainment.
Yes. A schoolyard roll-up. It was actually a pretty good match. I mean, minus the bumps and the interferences and the botches. It was a great match. It showed Becky Lynch's strength. It showed that Zoe Stark can hold her own against the top contender. Having said that, Zoe Stark still has a long way to go. One thing that I did want to talk about is mainly Trish Stratus. Usually when you see a manager outside the ring, you see them motivate their wrestler, the person they're with, right?
Yeah.
Trish Stratus was bland AF. Come on, Zoe. Zoe. Come on, Zoe. Zoe, let's go, Zoe. I mean, how the fuck am I supposed to get motivated with that? You see Paul Heyman on the side, tapping on the mat, calling out,
"Yes, my tribal chief." Yes, master.
Did you see other managers do the most for their wrestler? That one guy, the guy that used to be with Umaga, him. He's a perfect mouthpiece. Even Leo Rush for Bobby Lashley. Perfect. Trish Stratus, come on, Zoe. Zoe, let's go, Zoe. Bro, she's not a dog, bro.
What the fuck? She's not a dog,
Cheer
bro.
for the person you're with. Yeah, that was the only thing taken away from this match. Having said that, yes, it was cool. Looking forward to see more of Zoe Starks, but she's still not there yet. I still think that once Trish Stratus leaves, maybe something will come about. But if it doesn't, then this whole Trish Stratus partner up was for nothing.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say something about the match and the moves, bro, with the devastating contact.
Oh, that one? I can't really care about botches. That's usually for you guys.
Stop.
I know there's some friends that we have, mutual friends, that they care about botches. So I showed them botches.
Anyways, coming back from break, we see Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn discussing their game plan, talking about fighting Judgment Day for the last couple months, but they're the champions. Yeah, essentially, it's just promoting the main event. We'll move on from there. Then we get the Alpha Academy graduation of Maxine Dupree. Gable says that they're here to discuss the achievements of the first ever female graduate of the Alpha Academy and present her with a diploma. Maxine calls Chad Gable a little troll at first, but he's a great teacher and a wonderful friend. Yeah, bro. Fucking troll. But yet he's with fucking Este Otis.
Yep. Shorty G putting short people on the map.
Oh, man. But yeah, she calls fucking Este Otis a beautiful hunk of beef.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I laughed a few parts. It's still not my cup of tea. I hated when the Viking Raiders came out. Viking Raiders ruined everything for me.
They do. Remember how we joked around about Matt Hardy getting jumped in the middle of the ring, and then Jeff Hardy makes his debut, he starts dancing, and then he's getting jumped. So the Viking Raiders are coming down, right? And instead of being all scared, they're like all delicately taking off Maxine Dupree's gown. Did you pay attention to that?
No, I think once the Viking Raiders came out, I was like, wow, they really ruined something good. And I think I was on my phone or something, but no, I did. I saw it afterwards, but I didn't see when it happened. Got it.
But yeah, I mean, essentially, the Viking Raiders come in, they take the Letterman jacket from Maxine Dupree. It is what it is.
Question. Let me ask you this question. This is a question that one of our fans asked yesterday. What do you think about that college faction or tag team they have down in NXT? What if that's where you start?
Chase U,
yes. What if that's where you start, and when you go to the main roster, you go and sign up to the Alpha Academy and become a graduate? You think that's a good story?
Yeah, I think that's a good story, bro. But Chase U, it's pretty much the same gimmick, essentially, except Chase U is like extremely over the top because they have multiple people in it.
And don't they have like a whole section of fans wearing
Supporters.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like college kids. Yeah.
Yeah, see that if one fan said it, I was like, you know what? That's actually sound pretty cool. I'm gonna talk about it on our show. Cause that'd be actually pretty cool. Like, have them sort of go to the developmental brand, get brought up to the main roster, and sign up to the Alpha Academy. Make a whole little college type thing out of it.
Yeah. I think that would be cool. Like promotion relegation, bro.
Yes. Oh, you failed at your test.
Go back to Chase U, bitch. Fuck. Oh, man. So after that, we get a recap of Shayna Baszler turning on Ronda Rousey, right? Then that sets up a squash match of Shayna Baszler beating Emma with a Kirifuda clutch.
I'm sort of still not invested in this feud. I don't know why. I have to see what comes up next, because obviously they have the time. They have 3 hours and 2 hours on another show. They have the time to cook something, so I'll wait and see before I start, start putting my 2 cents. But for now, you have Ronda Rousey, former MMA world champion. You have Shayna Baszler, former MMA fighter. They can make something out of it. Maybe have a legit MMA fight on a WWE ring.
No mames. Fucking brawl for all?
A real one.
Damn, bro. A real one?
Or team up with UFC and have them on their card.
Maybe.
That would be amazing.
What about Raw Underground? Remember that?
Yeah, don't they have NXT Underground too?
They brought it back for like one episode. Yeah, so they got that. I don't know. I'm excited that Shayna Baszler's getting some TV time looking like a beast as opposed to a jobber now, so I'm excited for that.
Yep.
All right, so we get American Nightmare Cody Rhodes doing his promo. He comes down to the ring and tells everybody that we all have a Brock Lesnar in our life, whether that's a terrible boss or crippling debt. We all have a 6'3", 300-pound walking billboard of Darwinism. That's pretty much what he says, that we all have to face somebody or something in our life. But his fight is actually Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes versus Lesnar. I'm excited, but I'm not excited for all these promos. Eventually we all know he's going to challenge him to a fight. Even before the Dominic match at Money in the Bank, he was thinking nothing but Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
What's his name? Condom was just a little pebble in his way.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I even predicted that Brock Lesnar was going to get involved in that. He didn't, but he did get involved the next day, so that's close enough.
The next day, just to show up and take a Cody cutter and take his bags and go dip for...
Yep. Just fucking got paid to take an L. So there's that.
Oh, question. Speaking of the Cody cutter, do you think Cody's going to stop using the Cody cutter once Randy Orton comes back? It is the RKO.
That's a good fucking question. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because knowing WWE, they don't really allow a lot of people use their finishers. Randy Orton is one of the best, one of the greatest to ever lace up the boots. Just imagine Cody Rhodes, somebody who came up, left the company, and came back and all of a sudden using his move. And not as a finisher, just as a regular ass move. I think, out of respect, I think Cody should stop doing it and just stop doing it all completely. That way Randy Orton can have his RKO back.
Yep. I really hope he comes back, because if he doesn't, bro, I'm gonna be sad.
Yes. Kind of like Paul Levesque. I may not be the biggest fan of his, but Randy Orton did say, I was one of the last persons to have a match with Triple H. And it's sad to hear that we didn't know that was his last match. Otherwise, we would have done something special.
Exactly. Ah, man. You know who I'm gonna miss when they're gone, bro?
Who?
The Miz, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro, fucking 5-star banger, no disqualification match with Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm gonna expose the fuck out of you. Don't you have some triggered energy when AEW has random match one day and then out of nowhere a gimmick match the next week?
I do, but this is long-term booking, my guy.
Bro, why? Because they skipped 1 week?
No, not even before then. Remember that Tommaso Ciampa was the Miz's lackey? He's no longer the lackey.
I forgot about that. Damn, that's...
Bro, come on, bro. Long-term booking, bro.
Wait, so when did they start beefing then?
About 2 weeks ago when Tommaso Ciampa came back. No, I was gonna say then the Miz had that banger ass promo.
Oh yeah, man. See, that's the thing, bro. He does have his fans. He has his followers. He has his fan base. He's been in the company for a long time. That's what we're trying to do here too, as well. We're trying to put in the work. We got a lot of followers. You're doing your thing. See, and I'm working the social media, man. I'm busting my ass daily on that TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, posting memes, creating memes for the fans.
What, bro? Like, okay, and you're trying to tell the fans you don't got a life or what?
Damn, bro. Hey, bro, last person who said that to me is no longer with us, bro. That's all I'm going to say right there.
Damn, bro. You just gotta steal the fucking Mrs. promo.
Hey, that was a banger-ass line. I ain't gonna lie. It may have been false for Miz, but it still was a banger-ass promo. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn. All right. So there's that, bro. And then you know what's funny is this. I also forgot that Bronson Reed, when he came, was also a Miz fucking lackey.
Yes.
Bro, when he came out to help the Miz win, I was like, bro, I forgot that was his lackey.
Bro, the Miz, I will say this to the Miz. He is the king of lackeys. He has a lot of lackeys. Every single person that wants to debut is a lackey. Wasn't Logan a lackey?
Yeah, Logan Paul was a lackey. Tommaso Ciampa, fucking Alex Riley, Bronson Reed,
Damian Sandow,
Daniel Bryan, Damian Sandow. Bro, the list is long. The Miz, or not the Miz, the fucking
Johnny Mundo,
John Morrison, when he came back.
Not once, but twice.
No, the first time I would say that they're equals. This time he came back as the lackey, bro.
Bro.
So the Miz is the king of the lackeys.
Damn, the king of the lackeys. That's the episode name. The Miz, the king of the lackeys.
Fuck, man. But yeah, so that's the Miz wins. Then we see Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And the more and more I see Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, I like them a lot as a tag team.
Same here. I mean, Sonya Deville, yes, I know before I was saying that, yeah, she's pretty much done in my book. All she has to do is just wrestle and let Chelsea Green do all the talking, do the gimmick and everything. And Sonya Deville, all she has to do is show her skills in the ring, and it's a banger-ass tag team, if you ask me right there. I mean, a lot of people were predicting that they want Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville to take the tag titles away from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, it's a possibility, don't you think?
I would definitely be okay with that.
Yeah, actually, my only concern is that I would hate for them to make the Iconics 2.0. Hear me out. When the Iconics came in, they were either goofy, gimmicky, people were making fun of them. They got the women's tag team titles, and then WWE did absolutely nothing with them. You know, if you're going to have Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville be tag team champions, please make something out of it, because Chelsea Green has her fans, Sonya Deville has her fans. There's nothing wrong with getting everybody over. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they've definitely been growing on me a lot. Like, Sonya Deville has always been one of the underrated wrestlers, in my opinion. And then Chelsea Green, I like what she could do. She's cool.
Yeah, she may not be the best wrestler or anything like that, but she does the job, you know?
In my opinion, character work is always greater than in-ring wrestling skill.
Oh, that, when it comes to building up a fan base, obviously, character. That may not be my cup of tea, but that's somebody's cup of tea. I'm not gonna say, no, that's false. But, yeah, Chelsea Green can just do the gimmicky stuff, and Sonya Deville can be the powerhouse in the team. I like that. I like those type of tag teams.
Yeah, dude. So you know what? So I'm gonna mark out completely for this guy that nobody fucking knows about. It's fucking Dreamy Drew, bro.
Ooh.
Bro, every fucking day, I always just think about how amazing that fool's character and gimmick is.
Yes, Dreamy Drew.
Like, Dreamy Drew, bro. We're gonna see you at Collectible Stampede, defending the Barrio Toys World Heavyweight Championship.
Do we know his opponent?
They have a thing for Dreamy Drew in action, but they don't have a match for him.
Ooh, man, that's the thing, man. They better not pull a fast one on Dreamy Drew, man. They better not make a handicap match or something, or a match that he can't win. Gimmick match, ladder match.
Who fucking knows? It's all right. Well, Dreamy Drew will be in action. Against who, we'll find out later, because as you know, the card is always subject to change. But either way, he comes out to that one theme song of I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt.
Oh, I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah, that fucking song, bro. That shit's so fucking funny.
I first heard of that song in Shrek 2 when Prince Charming was singing.
Wow. You know, I think this is a good segue into our top 5 entrance theme songs before we get into the main event of the Judgment Day and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins. So I'm going to do my top 5, or we'll just announce our top 5s side by side, and then we'll analyze each other's top 5s. Okay, so for my number 5, I'm going to go with MJF, his theme song, the and I don't know if legally we can play their songs, but I like his theme song. Who's your number 5, Adrian?
Ooh, see, yeah, that's the thing. I'm a little broken between two theme songs, and I just put them together because both of them are banger. Austin Theory and Darby Allin. The little goth, little rhythm that Darby Allin has, and then Austin Theory, A-Town, and then he shows up on the lights and everything. That's amazing. Not only the entrance, but the music, the whole 9 yards is cool. Ring-wise, it's not so okay with Theory, but the entrance is dope. I like the entrance. Got to give the man his props where the props are due. I like it.
I like Darby Allin's his little video in the background.
Yep.
His Titantron, where he like rips off half his face. But it's a cartoon. I like that a lot.
MJF too, man. You can't go wrong with that one. It's evil, menacing. You know an asshole's about to come out when that music's playing.
Yeah. And once again, this is top 5 current. So if you're only talking about why we're talking about current wrestlers, it's current. So number 4, I'm going to go with the Usos.
Usos, the current Usos song or the...
Yeah, the current Usos song, bro. We're talking about current songs. So the current Usos songs, the Down Since A1. Yeah, just the beat. And it just hypes me up, bro.
Which one I like? 4?
Who?
Samoa Joe.
Bro.
I don't know why.
Okay, which one? The new one? The one they use in this the AEW?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's similar to... Well, it's sort of similar to the one in WWE, but it's still the same flame background in the Titantron. And he comes out and then just the fans go, Joe, 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 Joe. I mean, just imagine being in that environment, in that arena. I mean, I like it.
Okay, I'll give it to you. For number 3, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins.
I like that one.
Yep.
You know which one I used to like? Is it the one that still says burn it down?
They all say burn it down now, but it's the one with the fans sing, the one they go, oh, oh, oh.
Oh, I used to like the other one when we come out with that TV static.
Oh, yeah. His original one when he was a single star.
That one was a banger, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Seth Rollins fan, but that one was a banger. My number 3, I'm a huge mark. CM Punk, Cult of Personality by Living Color. I play that music randomly in my car.
That's a good song. That's a good song, song-wise. But as an entrance theme, I get tired of it really fast.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's in my workout playlist. I listen to it in my car randomly. I guess it's just a regular-ass song that it could be an entrance.
All right, number 2, I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes, Kingdom. That's a great fucking song, dude.
My number 2, I am once again stuck between 2 people. Roman Reigns and Judas.
Oh, I forgot about Chris Jericho's song.
Roman Reigns, man. I mean, any variation of Roman Reigns' song. Alpha, what was the other? Omega, whatever, Tango.
Oh, the Shield?
And even his current one, too. It's fucking banger.
He's got the Undertaker entrance, bro.
Yes. I feel like his song, it's like something out of like a sick-ass video game in the main menu, I don't know. I just fucking love it. I have that song in my playlist, too. Listen to that every day. Roman Reigns.
Damn, bro. Your list is completely different than mine, like, so far. And I'm shooketh. I thought we had the same taste. But number 1... for me, it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. Fucking great song, bro. Great fucking banger. And that's my number 1. Adrian, who's your number 1?
My number 1 for my current number 1 wrestler today. None other than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, bro. That song is a banger after banger after banger, bro. I don't care what nobody says, bro. That's my all-time number 1.
That was my number 2.
Actually, I had to push MJF off the list.
Damn. Can't believe you, bro.
Yeah, I had MJF 2 on my list, but I had to push him up for that Theory. Theory, you can't go wrong with Theory's music, bro. I may not be a biggest fan, but his music and entrance is dope.
Damn. Well, let us know your list at TRIGG_wrestling. That's Trig Wrestling. Or just looks up Triggered Wrestling. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Look us up. Let us know what you think. Let's lead us into the main event here. It's the Judgment Day, who I also left off my list because their together song is really dope as well. But anyways, we see them. You know what? Kevin Owens has a good song too.
Yeah, he does.
It's like he wants to fight somebody. But anyways, so we get Judgment Day versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins. I'm just going to say the winner here. Judgment Day win by pinfall with a coup de grace by Finn Balor onto Sami Zayn. A lot of stuff happened here.
A lot of stuff.
Super kicks, pedigrees. It was a good match. Zayn, essentially Sami Zayn gets tripped up by Rhea Ripley, which ends up with Damien Priest hitting the South of Heaven. What do you want to say about this?
Before the commercial break, I mean, mind you, this was a very, very short match, but right before the commercial break, all hell broke loose, right? You had people fighting outside the ring. You had Kevin Owens do a moonsault or a swanton on top of the third rope. And immediately I wrote down in my notes, this is an AEW type of match where like chaos is going all over the place, not a lot of tags. This was like the first 2 minutes of the match. And I'm glad I put the AEW because again, if you're going to say something on one company, make sure to bring that same energy on the other one. There was a few botches here, a lot of botches. And I'm glad I wrote down that AEW type of match because there is a lot of botches in AEW. A lot. In this one, there was a few misunderstandings in this match. again, it was still a great main event. Balor got the pin. That's cool. It still solidifies the Judgment Day as a quote-unquote top faction, I would say. When in reality, the only champion in there is not really doing anything with the belt. Yeah, man, I mean, if this match would have been a little longer and a little bit more choreographed, I think we could have gotten something good. Because I think the length of the match sort of caused some of the botches. They try to get their moves as quick as possible, and they weren't seeing eye to eye with each other, and that's probably cost a botch or two. But I think if you would have gave them a good 15, 20 minutes, probably 18 minutes, they would have delivered the match perfectly, little to no botches, and we could have had something good.
Yeah, it was a short match. And you know, it was rumored online afterwards that there was an argument backstage because they didn't like the sloppiness and choppiness of the match. Internet community is saying that all those spots that happened involved Finn Balor. So they're saying that is the person that kind of had the issues. Who really knows? We're not backstage. We're not knowing what's going to be planned. Did it look kind of sloppy? Yes, but I still thought it was a good match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they would have gave us a good, solid 15, 18-minute match, we could have had a solid match. Like, I mean, I know at Raw is 3 hours long and they use it because of the promos and the advertisements and to further down storylines. But sometimes you can leave a segment or two out to put time on a match. I mean, I may not be a big Judgment Day fan, but the fans in the arena were big fans. They like Boo and Dominic. They like singing Seth Rollins' song. They like popping for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Rhea Ripley as well. Give the fans what they want. They want more of that faction. They want them in the ring, in the squared circle. Settle their differences. And I don't know. I'm just saying, to me, it would have been a great match if it would have been longer.
So, I mean, that essentially ends up our Raw review. Before we get into, I did see that Mantar passed away.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know too much of his work. I just remember seeing him in like WWF Superstars and at the Royal Rumble. He would come out with that like head, Mantar. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to call it. Some bear? I don't remember what it was.
Oh, Minotaur?
Minotaur, yeah, Mantar. He went by Mantar, but he would come out with the it was a buffalo, that's what it was. But he would come out with like the buffalo head, yeah.
Oh, that's who he is. I never connected the two because when I saw the Rest in Peace Mantar, he didn't have the mask. He just had his regular ass face with like some paint job or something. So since we were talking about NXT earlier, now some of the fans were messaging me on Twitter and stuff. Did you know that Dominic is going to challenge for the North American title next week?
Yes, I saw that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It just came out. I want to say Judgment Day showed up that day to make a challenge, or they had a match.
They did, yeah. Balor had a match with, I believe, Carmelo Hayes?
Oh, yeah, it was him, Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams and versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest. They won, and then now Dominic Mysterio is going to get a North American title shot against Wes Lee next week.
Nice. But if I'm not mistaken, he already has a match scheduled against Mustafa Ali at the American Bash, right?
He does, yes, he does.
I mean, hey, card is subject to change. Mustafa Ali is going to be the challenger. Nobody said the champion had to be the champion in order to accept that challenge. Could we see a new champion here in Dominic Mysterio?
No, we're not going to see a new champion. Bro, I don't like that. I didn't like it when AEW does it. I don't like it here. It's stupid that they have a future match announced and that he's going to defend the title here. You already know he's not going to lose. I don't like when they do that shit.
And another topic I wanted to bring up, I think last episode we were talking about Sky Blue, how she was a jobber.
Yeah.
And I think I said, yes, Sky Blue was a jobber. She gained up her W's in AEW Dark, if I'm not mistaken, and she also has a few racked up W's in Ring of Honor. So that's probably why we didn't really see her raise come up on TV. She just randomly showed up, I think a few...
She was losing every match, and then she won that 4-way match, and then she got a title shot.
On TV, yes, that's how it happened. But obviously, like on YouTube, Ring of Honor, that's where she built up. But yes, essentially she was a jobber, and she's becoming a popular character in AEW TV. And she's going to be going up against Ruby Soho in the semifinal round of the Owen Hart Cup in the women's side.
I remember what I want to talk about now, bro. I remember the ratings for AEW Collision. Shitty. Shitty, bro. Honestly, you got 3 shows, right? With Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. And if you add all those people that watch that show together, they don't equal the people that watch SmackDown. SmackDown still outrates 3 shows of theirs.
I think I saw that. I think somebody added them up and it was around 1.7 mil or something like that altogether. Yeah, because if you add like the 700-800 that Dynamite gets, the 5 that what's name Collision gets, and the 300K that Rampage, yeah, and SmackDown gets what 1.8.
SmackDown gets like 2.3.
Oh wait, it was Raw. I'm sorry, mistaken.
You're thinking of Raw. So there's that, and then it's just, I mean, they got more views than July 1st, but still 580,000 views.
And that was for Bloodline, right? Was it last week or the week before?
Oh, the Bloodline, the Trial of the Thing? Well, yeah, that was Friday.
My bad.
But yeah, July 8th, dude. Yeah, it is what it is. Samoa Joe versus CM Punk. I did not watch Collision. I just like making fun of AEW with the ratings.
Cool. Well, this is what we're here for. This is what we created. If you have triggered energy, let it out because the fans like to see it. The fans like the discussion. I mean, look at Barrio Toes. When we were meeting Chavo Guerrero, we met a lot of fans who just wanted to chit-chat wrestling with us. That's what this is all about. Chit-chatting with the fans about wrestling and talking about our passion and our love for the sport.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, essentially. We don't like all of wrestling. I mean, I love wrestling, but I don't like all of it. And it kind of shows with AEW. It's so differently booked. I don't like it. But let's talk about the preview of AEW here. We have Swerve Strickland versus Nick Wayne, who's making his debut at 18 years old. I want to say that this guy's gotten more fucking TV time and more acknowledgement than they gave the honor of Hijo del Vikingo. So he better be good. Then we have Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia in apparently the semifinal of the blind tag team tournament. Then we have MJF and Adam Cole versus Brian Cage and Big Bill, the second semifinal. Ruby Soho versus Sky Blue in the semifinal of the Owen Hart Cup. Hold on a second. Is there really 3 fucking tournaments going on at the same time in AEW right now?
It's 1, 2, 3. Well, technically, the men's side, women's side, and the blind tournament, I think it's 1.
So that I would call it 3 tournaments, right? Because there's the women's Owen Hart tournament, the men's Owen Hart tournament, and then the tag team tournament. Okay.
Yep.
All right, then Commander versus Chris Jericho, cold match. And then they announced the final members for Blackpool Combat Club and the Elite for Blood and Guts. If Chris Jericho ends up being the 5th guy for the Blackpool Combat Club just because he's now part of the Don Callis family, I would be mad. And then for the Elite, I have no idea who it's going to be. People are saying that's going to be Kota Ibushi. I don't know. So I'm going to watch it today and find out, and I'll probably be utterly disappointed.
Yeah, I see the card. Commander, Jericho. It's going to be a questionable match for me, but I have to watch and see it. I'm not going to bash it right now out of nowhere. I mean, technically you can. But yes, I will have my energy when we record the next episode because it's going to be a juicy one.
All right, so that's your preview for the next episode. Hit us up on Triggered Wrestling, TRIGG_wrestling, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Like us, comment, subscribe, share. We have big news coming up in the future, so stay tuned to all of our social medias. You'll definitely want to be involved on what the big news we got going on here. Oh, and also, I want to say shout out to Caitlin, who's been doing a bang-ass job at editing all of our content. She doesn't get enough credit, so give a round of applause to Caitlin, because without her, this would not happen. So thank you, Caitlin.
Yes. She is the woman behind the scenes. She is the final editor. But yeah, make sure to follow us on our social media. We are Triggered Wrestling, TRIGG_WRESTLING. On Facebook and on YouTube, we are Triggered Wrestling. I'm your boy, Adrian.
I'm Brian. Stay triggered.
Bang, bang.